Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas shaping our world. Today, we're diving into something huge in the tech space, the massive shift over to multi-cloud and hybrid cloud. We're going to get into why it's happening, what it really means, and what you need to do about it.
Okay, so all of our insights today are coming straight from a pretty hefty report, specifically Chapter 3 of a 2026 Industry Prediction Report from Virtualization Options LLC. This chapter is all about a massive shift in cloud computing, basically explaining why using a bunch of different clouds isn't just an option anymore. It's become the new standard for pretty much everyone.
All right, let's just jump right in with a quote from the report that perfectly frames this whole conversation. The key word to zero in on here is accelerated. This isn't some slow, creeping trend we're talking about. Nope, this is a massive, rapid change that's happening way faster than even the experts thought it would.
So let's be super clear about this. The big takeaway is that multi-cloud isn't something that's coming anymore. It's already here. It's the new norm, and it has completely changed the game for how companies think about their IT strategy. We're way past the experimenting phase. This is the reality we're all operating in now.
Okay, before we get any deeper, let's make sure we're all on the same page with the lingo. You're going to hear these two terms a lot, multi-cloud and hybrid cloud. Multi-cloud is pretty straightforward. It just means you're using services from more than one public cloud provider, like AWS, Azure, and Google. Hybrid cloud is when you mix and match, combining those public cloud services with your own private servers. And honestly, as we'll see, most companies are doing a bit of both these days.
So you might be wondering why the sudden rush? Why did this change happen so fast? Well, the report digs into this, and it points to a few key pressures that basically made sticking with just one cloud provider a really risky bet. Let's break those down.
You can almost think of it like a chain reaction. First off, no single provider is the absolute best at everything. You might want one for AI and another for databases. Second, that old problem of vendor lock-in. Nobody wants to put all their eggs in one basket, right? It's just a massive strategic risk. Then you've got regulations, especially around where data has to physically live. And when you add all that up, you get to the final unavoidable point. Going multi-cloud isn't just a complicated option anymore, it's an absolute necessity.
And that leads us right here. This is why hybrid cloud, that blend of public and private infrastructure, has become the dominant model. It's all about flexibility. It's about having the freedom to put the right workload in exactly the right place for the right reason.
So, how do you make that decision? What goes where? Well, it really boils down to these four big factors. You've got security. Some data is just way too sensitive to put on a public cloud, so it stays in-house. Then there's performance. Maybe you need an application to be physically closer to your users for speed. Compliance is a huge one. Regulations can literally tell you where your data has to be stored. And of course, the bottom line is always a driver: cost. It's a constant balancing act between these four. But, and this is a big but, all of this amazing power and flexibility doesn't come for free. There's a hidden cost. When you start juggling all these different environments, you create a brand new and very significant challenge: complexity.
I mean, it all sounds amazing on paper, doesn't it? You get to optimize everything, be super flexible. What's not to love? Well, here's the catch. The report is really blunt about this. All this architectural freedom has a price, and if you ignore that price, your whole strategy could completely fall apart.
And there it is, in black and white. The report calls it significant management complexity. And just think about what that actually means for a second. You're dealing with different tools, different ways of handling security, different bills coming in from everywhere for all your different clouds. This isn't just a small headache. It creates massive blind spots, opens up security holes, and can cause your costs to spiral completely out of control. This, right here, is the central problem that companies have to solve if they want to actually reap the rewards of going multi-cloud.
Okay, so after all that doom and gloom about complexity, here's the good news. The report doesn't just leave us hanging with the problem. It actually lays out a super clear, actionable plan to get this whole new reality under control.
So here it is, the three-step plan to tame the beast. First, you've got to have a real, formal strategy. You can't just wing it. You need to define which clouds you're using and why. Second, you absolutely need a unified management platform, a single pane of glass, so to speak, to see everything that's going on. And third, you need to set up a FinOps practice. FinOps, that's financial operations, is all about getting a handle on your cloud spending before it gets out of control.
And this is where the report gets super practical, which I love. It doesn't just tell you what to do, it gives you a sense of how long it'll take. So, figuring out your strategy, that's about a 6 to 8 week project. But implementing that management platform? Yeah, that's a heavier lift, maybe 3 to 4 months. And getting your FinOps practice up and running is going to take you about 2 to 3 months. It even breaks down the kinds of skills your team is going to need, from architecture all the way to automation.
So, let's wrap this all up. What's the big takeaway? Multi-cloud and hybrid cloud are here to stay. They're the new norm. And the benefits are massive. We're talking more flexibility, faster innovation, better costs. But the complexity is just as massive. Getting a handle on this isn't just another IT project. It's a real competitive advantage. So the question you need to ask isn't if you'll do this, but is your organization actually ready to manage it?
And that's our explainer for today, all based on the fantastic research from the folks at Virtualization Options LLC. Thanks so much for joining us.